In this video, we'll cover equilibrium constant Kc versus Kp. For all gas-phase solution, equilibrium constant may be expressed either in concentration, that is for Kc, or in partial pressure, and that would be associated with Kc. Take a look at this example here. Here's oxygen and nitrogen, and they're mixed together to form oxygen and nitrogen just in one container. There's no reaction is taking place at this time. Now, notice that the oxygen exerts certain pressure. It says 159 millimeters of mercury. The millimeter mercury is a unit for pressure. For nitrogen is 593 millimeters of mercury, and that's the unit for pressure for nitrogen. If I were to combine the two together, it's actually additive. If you just add the two together, the total pressure that exerts is 159 plus the 593. Giving you a 752 millimeters of mercury. So knowing this partial pressure there is a partial pressure for each of the gas component within here, and they're additive, we can come up with some equation known as the Kp. So let's dive into that. If the reaction follows that A and B forming into C and D in an equilibrium here, like the arrow, if it forms into C and D and then C and D forms back into A and B, we can write the equilibrium constant in relation to pressure as follows. So Kp is equal to P with C. So this is talking about this one, the pressure of the C to the X power, that's the coefficient here. And then partial pressure of the D that exerts to the Y power, which is the coefficient. So this is all the product. And then over the partial pressure of the reactant with its corresponding exponents from the balanced equation. This looks a lot like when we were to do the concentration or Kc. So again, these are all the partial pressure that individual gas puts pressure onto a container wherever it might be. So if you were to look at Kc, well, Kc will also have the same equation, but instead of partial pressure, we're talking about molarity. So we had seen this before, where concentration of the product over reactant with its appropriate exponents in each of the reactant and product based on the balanced equation is shown below. I realize that there's a square here, and that's probably because it's not reading the symbol of equilibrium double arrow. Let's compare Kc versus Kp. Okay, so Kc is the equilibrium constant that is given ratio between concentration of the product and the reactant. So if I were to rewrite this, so if I were at Kc, having the product, assuming that this is the reaction C and D and A and B. Well, constant Kp was you're just replacing that, but instead of concentration, it's a partial pressure of the C to the X power and partial pressure of the D to the Y power, and so on and so forth for the denominator, which refers to the reactant. So this is the reactant side, and this is the product side. And that goes same for the Kc, but it's in concentration molarity. Here it's in either millimeters of mercury, it could be ATM, it could be torr. Now, the Kc, or the equilibrium constant for concentration, these are for gas and aqueous reaction mixtures. Whereas Kp, this is only for gas and gas only. We cannot use this for aqueous. Kp again is given by units of pressure. These are some of the examples: ATM, millimeters of mercury. Torr is another one. Pascal is another one for you. Whereas Kc is given in the units of concentration, which is moles, molarity, or moles over liter. Now, the Kc and the Kp have a mathematical relationship. The equation shows below of the mathematical relationship. Kp is equal to Kc, parentheses RT, and then you get the change of N. Let's talk about what each of these individual representation means. So R is the gas constant. It's shown as 0.0821 liters ATM over moles dot K. And the temperature refers to the temperature, but in Kelvin, and you have this delta N. This delta N represents the difference of the moles between the product and the reactant. So here I have a very simple equation, A and B mixing with C and D, and the little letters in the front, the MN, XY, those are the coefficients, so like 4 or 2, or most often 1. And so these numbers is X plus Y, so the product of whatever these two might be, minus the M and N that comes from the coefficient from the reactant. You add those two together and you take the difference of the two, and that's what N becomes. Yes, N can be negative, or it could be 0 or a positive. So any number will go. It's going to be a whole number, however. Okay, so let's do an example. What is the equation relating between Kc and Kp in this reaction? So you see this reaction, C2H6 going into C2H4 and hydrogen gas. So let's kind of set this up. The relationship between Kc and Kp, let's use the equation that is shown above, which is Kp is equal to Kc RT delta N. So Kp in Kc, that's the Kp is the equilibrium constant for pressure. Kc is the equilibrium constant for concentration. So what I want to just sort of get at is how do you solve for this guy right here, okay? And if we were to just set this up, it's Kp, Kc, R, if we know 0.0821 times a T. We don't know what that is. It doesn't say in this equation, in this example. And the N, well, look at the coefficient that's here. I have underlined where the coefficient should be. And remember, in chemistry world, when we balance the equation, we don't write 1. We just ignore that. We assume that there's 1 already there. So the product side, there's 1 here. So product, there is 1 here, and also 1 here. So my product is 1 plus 1, which is 2. And then my reactant side, there's only 1, so that's 1. So if I were to reset this, it's Kc 0.0821 times T to the 1 power, okay? So that's just a simple example of what you can do with this particular equation. So let's do a learning check. Kc is equal to 0.28 for the following reaction at 900 degrees Celsius. So it's got this equation right here, okay, and it's asking for what is Kp at this temperature. The temperature is in Celsius, so I definitely want to change that into Kelvin. But before any of that happens, I'm going to go ahead and show my equation that I'm going to use. Kp is equal to Kc RT and then delta N. So let's plug individual values in now. Kc, it's shown that it's 0.28. Our value is 0.0821. And I'm actually going to not write the all the units down because it does get really crowded. And temperature, we don't want to put 900 there because it's in Celsius. We want to change that into Kelvin. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. 900 plus 273.15. That is 1173.15 Kelvin. Okay, 1173.15. And then to the negative n power. So negative n power refers to delta n refers to the product, sum of the product coefficients. So product would be 2 plus the 1. And so it's 2 plus 1, which is 3, minus the reactant, which is 1 plus the 4. So that would be 5. 3 minus 5 is minus 2, so we have a negative 2 exponent. So I have mentioned before we can have a negative exponent. So let's go ahead and solve this out. Here's my calculator, and I'm going to go ahead and use everything that is within the parentheses first, which is 0.0821 times the 1173.15. Get the 3.15. Okay. And then this right here is to the negative and second power. And then I'm going to multiply by the 0.28. So that gives me 3.01. I'm going to keep it as 2 sig figs, so 3.0. 3.0 times 10 to the negative 5. And that's my final answer for equilibrium constant of air pressure.